Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go from Chicago. Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Brown on the inside give. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Burrow from the gun. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Second and 8. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go.
They'll run here. It's Zach Moss who gets it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Waits into his running back, Zach Moss. And they take him down right along the 30.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Burrow out of the shotgun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. They'll run with Moss. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Burrow back to throw. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They motion the tight end over.
12.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Bengals finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And after using an... Two left for him to spend. First and 10 now from the 30. Coming out throwing is Williams. He's on the move. He's running with it. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's the handoff. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Williams to throw on third. Pass caught by Adunze. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for a Bears first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
This is the first red zone opportunity for the Bears. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the Windy City in just a moment. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. From the red zone now. And in for the Chicago touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears literally won up that opening touchdown drive, huh? As they take a 7-6 lead here. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Starting the drive with a give to Moss. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Working quickly here. Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Smith. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They're signaling for a stoppage here. And, yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Option give here. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
They'll run here on first down. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. It was Geno Stone up there to make that play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Back-to-back carries here. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. They give it to him again. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go.
The drive starts with a run by Moss. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 32. That's incomplete left side. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off the defense at any time.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw, Burrow. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Running out of the gun with Moss. And they'll hold him up after a short carry to the 44. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Burrow setting up the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So we've reached that 2-minute warning. And it's the Bengals in trouble. It's third real long here. Play action now, Burrow. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down, Burrow to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Tight end. So that brings up second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now Burrow. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On third down, here's Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
To throw again, it's Burrow. They connect for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on fourth down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Moss has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. They look to run with Moss. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bengals earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Zach Moss, the touchdown. And now the Bengals offense still on the field. We'll see them go for 2. He's throwing for it. And in a tight game. They turn to the run, and it rewards them with 2. We're all tied up. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Williams from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got more. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Moore going in motion left. 3rd down. Here's Williams. Has the connection to Adunze. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. The kicker gets it. Oh, looks like he's going to throw it. He makes the grab. And they'll bring him down. The fake does not work. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible 2nd half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's complete. Here's Scott. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Dax Hill up for the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you could recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Third and 4 coming up now. Working from the gun, Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. A give now from the gun. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be third and just a yard.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bears first down. Receiver in motion going left. Williams to throw on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's what.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Roll the Dudes, a touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he's out the clear. They haven't caught him yet. And he had everyone thinking 6 before they finally get to him and stop that return.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
Up the gut, they go with Marsh. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They're going play action. Come near the goal line. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So they... Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to the well again. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard gain, and things looking a whole lot better now. 3rd and 3 upcoming.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. And this one does not go far.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60 plus. And this punt lands in the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A handoff right for Moss. He cuts outside. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's all knotted up at 21. Plenty of score. They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Man in motion here. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. This set of downs starts with an option right. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Williams on the play action. Buying some time left. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Out of the pistol, Williams. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 4th quarter lead. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Moss. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Offense up to the line fast. Second and 8. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
No connection on the last play. And now it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. Moss gets it from the gun. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Working quickly here. Play action now, Burrow. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. This could decide things. It's intercepted. Space on the right. He's got room. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Burrow again. Got his target, it's Higgins. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. It's crunch time now, baby. 2-score game, just 2 timeouts, plus, of course, that 2-minute warning. On 1st down, here's Burrow. He put everything he had into this one. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And now it's 2nd down.
The ability to track the ball. All right, ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. He doesn't swat it away. We're looking at a huge game.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. To throw again, it's Burrow. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Burrow setting up the play action. Caught near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. Burrow out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Bengals getting ready for a big 2-point try late. Here he is to throw. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit.
That's about trust. Trust in your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
We're down inside the final 90 seconds as they line up for the all-important onside kick. And it looks like the Bears are able to recover that kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals have some new life in the 4th. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
11 MT.
He'll look to throw it. Finds a seam down the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Moss. And it's a touchdown in the final minute. He's in, and now an extra point would give him the lead and maybe the win. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Setting up to pass. That one's complete, right side. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Roma Dunze, the intended receiver. So it's going to be 4th and short. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3-and-out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going, but that forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
Desperation time here on fourth. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Back to throw. Getting out to his left. Has a man, it's Scott. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Now with 8 seconds remaining in the game, they're going to burn their final timeout.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. And it sets up second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. And with 4 seconds left, they get up there and clock it. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? And with 4 seconds left, they get up there and clock it. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. So everything rests on the foot of Cairo Santos. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. He didn't get enough into it. Oh, it just comes down shy of the crossbar. And they fail to claim that lead. They're still down by a point. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign.